I don't get a chance to get a nice little revengeful laugh in. But today, I get that chance. I remember I warned you people about Mr. Kaepernick months ago. I've been talking about it ever since he started this whole thing about not kneeling, not standing for the national anthem. I saw right through him right away. And I gotta give him credit. He is a very intelligent young man. The way he did it, it got him paid, it got him recognition, it got him a beautiful girlfriend. But still, just like the Bible says, and no, I don't know what verse, but it says, what's in the dark always comes to the light. And as I've said in the past, Colin Kaepernick is one of the worst human beings ever lived. And I mean that. He is one of the worst human beings that ever lived. Because this man does not give a care about the struggles that anyone has went through. He'll step on the back of anyone just to get paid. But let me tell you why I say this. I've done a couple of videos on this guy in the past, and if you like, I can link them in the description after this. But when it started was he called himself trying to be some kind of freedom fighter, where he decides that he's tired of all the injustice and struggles of minorities going through, getting violated by police officers and stuff that's going on in America. Now, remember what I said about why he's doing what he's doing. He says he's the struggles that minorities go through. He's tired of people being treated like that by police and the upper class people or whatever you want to call it. So he decides that he's not going to stand for the national anthem. He's going to take a knee. Now, let's look on the other side of this. Now, he was in the league about 2 years. I think he was drafted in like 2014. And when he was playing, he stood for the national anthem for 2 years. But when his football skills started to diminish and he got benched, he wasn't the player that they thought he was, and they was looking to trade him. There wasn't many teams that wanted him. So he concocted a plan. It was an ingenious plan because it worked. It worked like a charm. His plan was to claim that, like I said, he's tired of all the injustice and he's not going to stand for the national anthem. He's going to take a knee. So he started getting some other people who that really believed in this what he was doing. They started kneeling with him. He didn't give a fuck about what was going on with minorities getting jumped by the police or killed by the police. but the people that was with him cares about that generally. So he continued to do this. And if you notice over the years, he stopped even speaking. His little girlfriend started doing all the speaking for him. If you pay attention, if you think about it, he wasn't even doing interviews or nothing. All he was doing was sitting back collecting checks. So when he started doing this, which is a violation of his contract that he signed, that you must stand for the national anthem. So when he started doing this, now mind you, the 49ers didn't want no negative press. So when he did this, he made it where they couldn't fire him. They could, but they didn't want that negative press. So they wouldn't fire him. So they had to wait till the year was out and then release him. So, all right, after the year was out and he steady doing this little thing he's doing with the national anthem, and you start noticing that Nessa, his girlfriend, she works on Talk Stoop, I mean, where she interviews celebrities in between commercials on USA Network. Pretty girl. Now, this chick loves to disrespect black men. Now, she's not black. She's Egyptian. She's not a black American, but she loves to attack black men. But see, the way people think is that if you have a color tone to your skin, that yet you're black, and then they start thinking that since they have a color tone to their skin, that they can disrespect other black people and get away with it, and people let them do it. It's just like since she's Egyptian, she probably can call you a nigger, and you won't say nothing because she has a tone to her skin, and people let them get away with it. But I don't play that shit myself. But that's not, it's not about me. So after the season was over, and then he started doing this hollering, and she doing it for him over social media and in the regular media. So he got a couple of job offers. Now he's claiming that he's not getting any offers from the NFL, that they've blackballed him. So he got a couple of job offers. Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens, and he got a couple of others, but I'm not familiar with those. But I just know about these two in particular. Now, when he got the offer to the Miami Dolphins, he goes to his interview or his workout in front of Miami. As soon as he drops down in Miami, gets off the plane, he has on a shirt with a Cuban dictator on there. Y'all know who the Cuban dictator is I'm talking about. This man is considered to be one of the worst human beings alive. The Cuban president. I refuse to say his name. He has a picture of this guy on his shirt in support of him. Now, this is supposed to be a man, Colin Kaepernick, who's supposed to be against people treating their people like they do, and no one does it as bad as this guy in Cuba. As bad as he treat Cubans. Colin Kaepernick has a picture of him on his shirt while he's supposed to be going to an interview for a job in Miami. Now, what's in Miami? Cubans. It's a lot of Cubans in Miami. So pretty much he just sabotaged himself. He did already turned the fans against him in Miami by wearing this shirt. That let me know right there that he don't want to work in the NFL like he claimed he do. Because the man was making so much money just sitting on the sidelines claiming that he's fighting injustice towards minority people. He making millions and millions of dollars off speeches and interviews and quotes and stuff like that. So that job has been killed. He gets another job offer from Baltimore. And here's where Nessa comes into play. Now he's supposed to be talking to Baltimore about a possible spot in Baltimore. They want to interview him and let him work out for them to see if he can make the team. Now this chick Nessa posts now around this same time when he's supposed to be going to Baltimore. She posts on her Twitter account or Instagram, I don't know which one it was, posts a picture of Ray Lewis, which is a legend in the NFL and also a legend in Baltimore, and people love this guy. He brought them 2 Super Bowls. She posts a picture of him hugging the owner and then compares it to Samuel Jackson's character on the Django. You know how much he loved his owner, Leonardo DiCaprio's character? And that picture of him hugging Leonardo DiCaprio, she compares the 2 pictures with each other. Now this is her disrespecting grown men, grown black men, pretty much calling this man a house nigger or whatever, just because he has a job working for Baltimore. Now, if he go and slap the shit out this dumbass helper, then he'll be in trouble. And then she also made comments about him and his situation he went through when he was going through the court battle when he had killed that guy in self-defense that tried to rob him or pull the gun on him. Sabotaged another job. Now this is a man that's supposed to be trying to get back into the NFL. The final straw happened yesterday. Now, last week sometimes, the NFL gave him an offer. Now, this is around the time when like Jay-Z has become a prominent member of the NFL, a job he's taken recently that I'm pretty sure y'all have heard about. I believe that Jay-Z went in trying to help Colin Kaepernick. So they decided to give him a tryout. 25 teams was going to have representation at this workout facility in Atlanta. Now, they ain't never done nothing like this for nobody. Giving this man the chance. He claimed he's been working out 5 days a week over the last 5 years since he's been out the league. So, a couple of days go by. And then all of a sudden, 3 hours before it's time to do the workout, he come with all these demands. He got to have his own wide receivers. He want the workout to be done at a high school football field. Now, this high school football field is in Riverdale. It's a hood. This is where T.I. is from. It's in the hood. Now, do you think that these rich white people are going to go to this hood just for Colin Kaepernick? They already think we animals. Now, why would he go? Why would they go to this hood just for Colin Kaepernick when they got a perfectly good facility, NFL licensed facility, right there for him to work out at? So he came up with all these demands that must be met for him to work out. So he didn't show up to the workout. Instead, he goes to this high school field and start working out with his friends. These so-called receivers. Well, I'm not saying they're not receivers, but these are people handpicked by him. He started throwing footballs to these guys. He knew that they wasn't going to go to that high school facility. Why should they? When they got a perfectly good facility right there for him to work out at. And he can't claim they're trying to set him up because he can have his own people there to make sure everything is copacetic. Like I told people, this man does not want to be in the NFL. And I named this man the worst man alive in America. And the reason I say that is, this man does not care about stepping on nobody's back to get paid. He stood up here and faked like he cared about the struggles of minorities that's being mistreated by the police and mistreated by the government. I told people that. I said, when this is all over and said and done, Colin Kaepernick is going to be one of the worst individuals ever lived. He's going to go down in the history books as one of the worst individuals ever lived. And I stand by that. But it's time to pay the piper, bro. This is just the beginning of what they finna do to you in the media. Now nobody ain't got your back no more. You gonna have a few bleeding hearts out there faking like they got your back just to get hits on their pages and stuff like that. They gonna make all kind of excuses up and stuff like that. They're not gonna really believe it, but people would do anything to get hits. They'll say anything to get hits and credit. But the overall majority are on to you. And this is why I like YouTube and social media. Because you got people out here with real voices and they not working for nobody and they can speak their mind openly without nobody stepping in and overpowering their work or taking their work down, long as they follow the certain rules that YouTube put forward. But if you're just talking, ain't nothing they can say. And I want to call out to all the YouTubers out there. Speak your mind, whether you for him or against him. Just put it out there, man. Use all these followers you have and speak your mind. This guy needs to be stopped. And you have the power to do it. Peace.